his Prius, so I don't think it's going to be too difficult to... If
DJ did drop some knowledge bombs, though, on Dust 2.
No, yeah, it was good to have his insight. I'm just messing with him. Obviously, we all love Prius. You know.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. Oh, that was almost a sloppy ass award in spades. JKS used 11 out of 12 bullets to that CZ, but put it together at the end of the day because that's how good he is.
Yeah. Ooh. So, Twist, you surprised by first map results?
To be honest, I didn't really watch the first one.
Oh, that's fine. We didn't either.
No,
be honest.
we came through at the end.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah,
we salvaged it.
Yeah, we salvaged it a little bit. Yeah, we all blame DJ.
Hey,
Okay,
DJ.
what's up? Well then.
All right, he's back here apparently. All right. Anyway, Renegades pick up the pistol round. You know, quick B, banana rush. Yeah.
And I think we need to, I guess, restate what we talked about in the postgame. The fact that this is pretty much a must-win for Renegades if they want to have a hope of making it through the semis.
Actually, yeah, because we're talking about this Twist, because you guys are 3-3. So like for Renegades, this is very important round, like games for you guys.
Yeah, Ghost can just like ruin their entire tournament.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they win this game, because like that makes you guys very much in running, because these two guys only get eliminated.
Have you guys done the math on like who needs how many points to win, or how you like?
Tomorrow we just have the 1-1, like both our games.
You just have the 1-1. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's more so, I think, because I think at the moment the only question is who would Liquid play, because at the moment, so they wouldn't play. I think it depends on the score. At the moment, they're playing ENCE in the semifinal. If you just look at scores,
Ooh, that's a
and then
juicy
Vitality.
Wait.
Energy.
Don't they get their own semifinal?
No,
Or you're
remember,
saying okay? I got you.
remember
Matchup,
two
yeah.
get eliminated, right?
Yeah.
But depending on the outcome here, and obviously the tournament's not over yet, we could have a possibility of, let's say, for example, Liquid ends up losing a game more, then they end up playing against Vitality in the semifinal because they're fourth.
Yeah.
So I think it's some very important rounds here. I think you want to kind of avoid. I think that ENCE hasn't really been playing up to par. Same with Liquid, hasn't really been playing up to par
I
so
agree
far
with
this tournament. And I think that both of them will wake up in the playoffs. So I think if you're Vitality, you don't want Liquid or ENCE to finish fourth here.
Do you watch anime?
No.
Well, people say you look like an anime. You don't watch anime?
Not one anime episode to
Damn,
watch.
dude, that's the coolest answer
Actually,
ever.
one.
Listen, I respect that.
Well, there's like Hisoka, famous anime villain from Hunter x Hunter, my favorite shonen of all time. He's like he is disappointed when his competition isn't good enough. You know, when he stalks these kids that end up have so much potential to be incredible fighters, and he just like follows them through their whole life and wants them to become great enough that he can actually be defeated.
It sounds like One Punch Man.
And so I'm wondering, is Liquid like this? Like, do you care are you going to be disappointed if people don't show a good showing and then come to the finals or semifinals to face you, or do you just want to win? You want that duck?
I guess like obviously everyone wants a good game,
Yeah.
but for us it's like if we destroy like an opponent, we just know like we played well and like we deserve that. So
Yeah.
What do you think has been the biggest issue for you guys so far, though, like with the up and down results?
today, like I said, slow start versus Vitality,
Yeah.
call off guard. I mean they just played really well, to be honest. Like Mirage like was pretty hard for us. Even like versus MRBR today, like in our all-out match, it was super hard. And we just need to fix things going into like the future games.
What was the map you guys lost yesterday?
We didn't lose the map yesterday.
Oh, yesterday only played two
No,
maps.
it was still right.
Yeah.
But you lost 3 maps today. So who did you lose the last map?
Wait,
you
y'all
played
lost 3
games.
maps today?
It's there 3
Yeah, we
and
lost
3.
3 maps here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, they're 3 and 3 now. That's what I mean. Yeah. So that's why, and the same with ENCE. They also lost 3 games. So like, there's 3 and 3. It's like that bottom portion of like the bracket is very even.
A lot
right
of parity.
now.
Yeah.
So if Renegades would have won
First
Dust
map?
2,
Yeah.
both either like Liquid or ENCE would have been like, I wouldn't say scared, but like now we're in a position where it's a 3-way tie.
Oh my god. Okay. That's something from Steel.
Yeah, Jacob's going to punch the table after that one.
He's pissed off. But don't be breaking.
Lauder's
don't
taking
be
this
harming
away.
any
4 on
tables.
4 after
Yeah,
plans.
no, they're going to be pushing through this. Or is he? No, Flash comes through.
Oh, second flash.
Yeah, JKS might have baited them out with that a little bit. Got their attention, but it's the attention of 3. Freakazoid at least finds a trade. So even though we're in the 2-on-3 situation, optimal post plant potentially here. Wardell gets smoked out of position. It's going to be hard to help Freakazoid. He's going to take actions into his
so
own hands.
smart.
That's amazing. He actually gets out of line of sight of Smooya. No chance to trade. Knows he has to kill 2 people if he goes that way, but picks the better poison, and now will be responsible for the post plant. Delays long enough that it makes it tricky for Smooya. He can go and try to upgrade, but that's all he can do.
Damn.
That was sick.
That's such a right. That's just like the only correct move that Freak can make, pretty much. Like,
yeah.
Staying in there, he's going to get traded off and has to hope for Wardell to
If
make
he
a big
fights
play.
Cons, if he fights Coffins,
Yeah.
then he has to kill all 3. But if he kills those 2, then he can push through and be safe.
Also, just takes so much pressure off of Wardell, right?
Yeah, it's just like more of an awkward fight. But
That was really, really
that
well
was
done.
good. That was good. How much CS do you watch? Are you just like concerned with just teams you might play, or are you just tuning in whenever there's CS on?
Kind of just like whenever CS is on.
Yeah.
Or if like, obviously I have like plans for the day or I'm busy, I'm not gonna pay attention to, like CS.
Yeah.
You know.
Like, do you ever feel like you get kind of burnt out because obviously you go from either like being at a tournament, playing all the time, boot camping, practicing, etc. Like when you just have like days at home, it's just like some days you just feel done with Counter-Strike. It's like I've practiced, I'm not going to touch it anymore, and don't want to watch.
It's kind of like, say if we're on the road for like 2 months.
Yeah.
And we're just going hard. I'm definitely gonna
Avoid
prioritize
it.
having fun on my like off days.
Yeah,
and,
queue
like,
up
some
not look at
animes.
CS.
Right.
I think that's super
Yeah.
important because one thing you have to remember, Ben, as well, if you look at like Twisted's age, like when we
yeah.
started playing
Dude, I
Counter-Strike,
was
you have
just
to
gonna
remember we are fucking ancient.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We're about to die. We're almost dead.
Because how long have you been playing Counter-Strike, Twist? What, 5,
Since
6?
like 2014.
Yes, it's like 5 years, right?
5
like
years,
in
dude.
my first 5 years, I never left the room,
Dude.
man. Like I was in
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah,
No,
we
you're
I
rock
was
solid.
gaming.
we were
Yeah.
the basement.
Now-
killers.
Just dehydrated, hungry,
Absolutely,
tired,
man.
pissed
like,
off, and
dude.
still
Like
gaming.
even muscles on Twist, I didn't have that shit, man. I had.
Dude, we still don't have that.
Yeah, well, that is true. Also,
In
I did
fact,
have
yeah.
that one pack. You
I
know,
would say how
but-
the mighty have fallen, but you got to be mighty
No,
first.
because
right?
it's different now, right? Like I can't sit playing games more than 2 hours in front of a computer before I die. You know, like
Yeah. Stamina.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow.
That was critical. He's got pick control. He can stay here, delay.
Yeah,
Well, his
dude.
teammates help him out. That's a good molly to flesh him out. Wardell is on top of things as well. So now it's kind of an awkward retake just because they know there's an op. They're scared of Wardell. They've got an op themselves to move in.
No-
They don't exactly have anyone positioned in lane just yet, and they're low on grenades.
Yeah, no
do you
smokes.
actually go for this at your CT?
If Jacob gets
Yeah, I
the
think
wrap,
you go for it.
Go for it. Give it a shot.
no, why wouldn't you? It's a 2-on-2 situation.
Yeah,
You
just
still
the no
have some-
nades is the big thing. And
Yeah,
Wardell's
but
in
it's still
hit,
like
but
you can
You
still
have-
go for a gap. I think it's different if it's 2-on-3, 2-on-4.
You have 2
maybe you
kids.
save.
Now you
Oh.
know where both players are right now.
is it gonna peak? Are they, oh
Oh,
wow!
that's
Oh Jesus, that was a nice shot from Steel.
yeah.
That was Smuya op in as well. If he took a second extra to shoot, maybe he gets killed. So, yeah,
Man,
small
Launders,
chance there.
I can't believe you want to save in a 2-on-2.
I don't know, man. I was
after
thinking. I was trying to think of Stralis. I was like, what would Stralis do? Are they even
I
saving
think
in this
no,
situation?
I think they would go for it. I think they would
think
at
the
least
only-
like pick the gambles for like pick the angles and try and go for a pick first and
Yeah.
like try and go for it. Because
Yeah.
like Twist was saying, they knew where they were, right? So you
Listen,
have the angles.
I was also projecting. Like, I'm not the one who would save in that situation. I was just wondering if they would be better than me.
I think the only person I can think of who would save in that situation would be James.
James. Yeah,
Yeah, he was just like, no,
Oh
not
my
losing my
God.
op.
That's funny.
Sorry, like Buster, you can have a go at it. Just
Just
see where
stares
it
at a
takes
wall,
you.
watches his teammate run up lane. Oh,
Yeah,
get
yeah.
the kill. I'll go for it. If you don't, I'm
Yeah.
on the way.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, it's nice try. Just like I'm already over at the B side.
Yeah.
Sees him knocked down with 20 health. Yeah, I'm running.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Y'all are just jealous. He looks like John Wick in real life.
Maybe.
Okay.
Some solid trades from
Yep.
Ghost there.
Get what you can. Get what you can here.
See if JKS can find anything at all.
You almost said JKM because of me.
Yeah,
dude,
nice.
you-
You
you-
poisoned
you
us.
messed me up. Yeah, you messed me
Dude,
up.
I didn't even know that
You
was a
said
thing I
that?
did until
No,
I've
he
been saying
yeah.
JKM
Instead of
because
Jacob.
JKS.
Yeah.
JKM.
I mean, JKM sounds cool.
It does. Yeah, I should change the name.
It sounds alright. Is it just JKS his initials, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Justin
What's the K
something
for?
Savage. Killer. Justin Killer Savage.
Oh, that would be like unreal.
Ooh.
This is still winnable.
Wait a second.
Yeah, how has it gotten into
Well,
this?
not
Where's he going?
anymore.
Oh, he thought he's getting
Oh, yeah.
outplayed?
Yeah, he got outplayed.
Yikes.
Well-
you hear the flash? He still think he's...
No, I mean now he's just saving at this point.
Is he? But like...
He doesn't.
Maybe you
Yeah,
think that was the second
He's got to
fake?
pretend like he was doing that on purpose, right?
He's like, I was already saving, guys.
Oh, no,
Alright.
he's actually
Oh, no,
going
no,
back
no.
down.
It's just like, don't worry, trying to find the second guy who was running off
Yes,
alone.
Yeah.
Oh.
No kit when you cross the corner at stairs. Yeah. That's
But he has a
when it's too late.
Molotov.
He does have a Molotov.
No, there's plenty of money saved on the side of JKS. So.
Yeah. Let's just say he'd be playing with fire if he went for this retake. I'm sorry.
Do you feel proud of yourself?
Ever so slightly.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well,
Is it $1,500 a map or match if you win? Or did you not know about this money that you were getting?
No, I
No
never,
idea. Definitely
I
no
never
idea.
think about the money.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I still don't know if that's true or not. I feel like you're still bullshitting.
Someone
confused
producer
me,
said
man.
that to me.
Because I feel like isn't that what Face It does? Like the map per win or like the.
So producer told me that yesterday.
placement.
So
Yeah, well, listen. I feel like the producer also told us that
the ladder.
everyone
Nobody's eliminated.
No one is eliminated. All right. So I'm not quite sure what's going on at the moment.
That's true.
Do we get money per win, or like is it? Do you just get the duck? I don't know.
The duck, yeah.
Yeah, this is like no prize money. It's just the duck.
Is
Maybe
the duck
had some-
handmade? Like, is this
I think
I think it's just like
it's
a-
hand painted. I think.
Yeah, it's
hand painted? Yeah, they're all
Is that
custom.
the trophy?
basic.
That's
yeah,
a trophy. Yeah.
This
You
is what
like
you're
this?
fighting for.
Yeah.
Don't look so
Wait, is it
disappointed,
actually?
Twitch.
It's actually
Yeah.
a trophy. No, listen.
Come on,
no,
bro.
I will say this much.
What
I will say this much though. You get all these like. Okay, well, actually, I was gonna say you.
It's a
well,
fucking duck.
It's a freaking.
Bro, I don't even know what I'm playing for anymore.
You should see the energy, duck. It's great.
Yeah, and you know, Twist said that. I was like, that puts it in perspective. Because I was looking at this, I was like, damn, you know, this is actually an upgrade from the last ones. The Molotov is a nice touch.
I think it's super cool.
It's grown on me, dude.
I love it.
I
Look
can't
at this.
say-
It's a molly. He's eating the molly. Come on. It's
Yeah.
so cute.
Can we come back to this for like 1 second, just because it's like
Oh,
an
no.
eco?
You don't like it?
It's gonna go in the teal office maybe, and it's gonna
No,
look
I
like a
mean-
souvenir.
No, you have to put it front and center above all the other trophies.
Yeah,
Send me-
definitely.
Saying.
First of all,
Go from a plate to
yeah.
a duck.
Oh, wait,
bro.
first of all,
that's true.
You guys-
I don't know. I like the duck better than the fucking plate.
first of all,
I'm
they
not
already,
having-
more
they already
design.
have a CS Summit trophy, so
I
that's
mean, it's
something.
an upgrade over the last one.
What
There
was
we
the-
go.
Oh,
The last
you're
one was
right.
all-
They won the
that's
second
handmade,
CS
too.
Summit.
Is it handmade?
Yeah, it might be.
It's hand
But-
painted at least.
But here's the thing.
That one was hand built.
Well, here's the thing, Twist.
Structure.
We're not having fucking dinner with a plate, all right? Like, get that out of here, all right? This one is 100% better than the goddamn plate.
Yeah.
There we go, man. It's all about Matt. No more shine.
Like, you
okay?
know this tells a good story. Like, any sort of silverware, like,
Listen,
what does that really tell you?
Let's just say if someone sees this, they'll be asking questions.
Exactly.
Okay?
They're like, what's this for? Whether or not it's a souvenir or a mascot, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Does it float?
There will be questions asked about that goddamn duck.
That's
all
right.
I think the only question you're going to get about silver plates is like, can we serve food on this?
I mean, I don't even know what questions you
We
might
found
get
out
from
we
that.
can't.
Oh, you
We
can't?
found it was real silver, and it
Oh,
would,
and it
like corrode.
scratches.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
corrode.
See, wouldn't you rather have a duck?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. The duck is way more durable.
That is true.
Now
I'll
we're
give
cooking
you
with
that.
gas. I like it.
Oh, gosh darn it. Yeah, that's true. Okay.
No.
You can't even
That's right.
eat on the plate. So it has no purpose then.
Yeah, it literally serves no purpose
Well, it's
whatsoever.
really expensive. The plate itself.
I mean, yeah, sure. You could sell this for a fair bit, but don't. Like, don't.
This is
Whatever,
no.
sell
This is the picture
So
of
this
prestige.
is one of a kind.
Okay, this is the picture of prestige. You win this, I mean, the ladies are gonna stop in the street.
And here's the thing for me, I don't really care if a trophy is
Oh.
expensive because you don't get to use it anyway. It's in an office.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And you,
You know?
can't
Oh,
sell it
that's
on
true.
eBay either. Like,
No.
selling IM trophy
The
2015.
cologne ones I think are cool, like the massive ones I feel like
because they built into
because
or they,
it feels like a little bit like not Stanley Cup, but like
No,
it's a large trophy and they add in like the
the names. So it is like the Stanley Cup.
It is
yeah,
like
but
the Stanley
it's a
Cup,
less it's a less so of a trophy because like for example that large one, the cologne one, it's basically just plastic. You know, like the Stanley
Oh,
Cup
it
one,
is?
that's the plate kind of shit. You
Oh.
know, we're talking
Plate's
some
real.
grade A.
The big cup ones are like styrofoam or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, they,
that's
yeah,
so
yeah.
disappointing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whoa!
Spoilers!
Spoilers!
All right. It's styrofoam. And people,
And
people are complaining about the duck.
wouldn't you rather have a duck?
Yeah. I mean,
Everyone's gonna think we're acting now when people are struggling to pick up the trophy.
yes,
Man, it weighs like 2 pounds.
Yeah.
they just have rocks at the bottom, but it's literally like styrofoam. Okay, well, back to the game.
Well, it's an
There's
eco.
not much going on right
No, that's
now.
true.
Koos is really messing up that kitchen.
Yeah.
They're talking about it.
Oh my gosh.
How many timers do you have? Is it still 4? Is it default 4?
Yeah, yeah.
What's
I
that?
think
why-
it's
okay.
normally 4 times.
Oh, for
No, because they're obviously having a little timeout
A
here.
talk, yeah.
Conversation on the existence timeout.
yeah.
Do you think James is yelling at people? I guess he can't do that now, but do you think he
Well,
wants to
they
yell
I
at
mean,
people?
you still can.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say.
you
you
can?
still
Okay,
can,
okay,
right? You still
okay.
have a computer and stuff, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe talk shit in chat. I don't know.
Yeah.
Could do something.
Yeah, James wasn't too happy, even though they won Dust 2, he wasn't too happy about how his team did.
No, because I mean I understand him too, because I feel like it's mistakes that they probably don't make a whole lot, and then all of a sudden they come into this tournament,
Yeah.
and it's just a bunch of like, it's just a disaster.
If you do like silly mistakes that you'd run like a strat 10 out of 10 times in practice and everyone does what they're meant to do. And then you get into an official game and 2 people just kind of space out and don't throw the flashes they're meant to
Right.
throw at everything. Even though you won the round, you're just like, as a coach, you're just sitting there
But-
getting a aneurysm in the background.
But it comes back to the same thing, and like everyone always disregards like practice. But like every time you come back from a tournament, let's say it's back-to-back tournaments, and like you have like a round that you have gone through with the team.
Yeah.
Like, it's very set execute kind of like with the flashbangs and stuff.
Yeah.
The more events you go to, you don't look into like where people throw their nades. The odds are that someone is missing something because they forgot their angle or like they forgot their mark, even by it's just an inch.
Oh yeah.
You know, that flash doesn't hit anymore, and people don't even know. So when you don't get to practice and you go back and look at it, like for example, the Ghost game with us too, they won that last round. There was no flashbangs there, but in reality, that execute probably has flashbangs.
Well, you'd hope so, right?
Yeah, but they haven't probably like looked back into be like how are our strats looking now compared to when we did them. The odds are like there's a missed smoke, there's a missed flash. We saw yesterday there's a missed flash into like the Mirage like little window room.
Oh yeah.
That comes from people not really getting enough sufficient practice, or like going through of like let's make sure that everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing in these rounds. It comes back to time.
I mean, well, Twist, you might actually, expand on this. Like, how do you actually combat that? Because obviously you're one of the teams that literally spend months and months on the road without necessarily getting solid practice time. So, like, how do you actually make sure that everybody stays on point with like all the nitty-gritty details that you need to keep in check?
Before we do that,
yeah,
let's see if this adds to the storyline at all, and then if it doesn't, we'll continue the conversation. I'm sure there'll be a eco coming up.
All right, fair enough. Think about it though. Twist.
It could be, yeah.
I'm thinking about it right now. I just thought about the misbuy that just happened, where Kusa ended up buying an ump somehow.
Oh, is that what happened?
1900.
Yeah.
And he had
leftover. Yeah. He got the nade set, but he could have bought
he didn't
something
even have
better.
full nades.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
I'm entirely sure.
Could it be like?
At least he didn't overcommit to it then, I guess. Azur's low.
Oh, he's
dude.
spotted.
Yeah, they opened this up though. Lee has been smart about this. Oh, pretty pivotal kills here, making it look easy. No bomb plant in for Ghost, and not even a kill actually.
Damn.
To answer your question about how to constantly make practice efficient, I guess, and like keep up to date with the important things.
Yeah, when you're traveling
just,
so
like,
much.
Yeah, you just like run
dry
the
strats.
Yeah, you run. Or you dry run,
yeah.
you run the strats. Usually when we boot camp and like we know that we're heading into like a really important event like a major, like 2 days beforehand, we decide not to maybe scrim 1 or 2 games instead of like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And just go over like all of our tactics and retouch on like what we have and what we can use versus like other teams and what works best.
Yeah.
And then that's usually what helps us like stay on point.
How much do you drive run?
Usually when, say if we like mess up something in practice,
okay.
Jordan will usually call for us to re-go over it, or whoever feels like it's necessary.
Out of necessity.
Yeah, like if he feels like we messed up something or like we skipped a roll or anything,
yeah,
go over it again.
Okay. Well, it looks like Ghosts are into the site at least somewhat. There's 1 of 2 players super low. A good Molotov to the back of the site. That'll actually open them up for a plant. Could be a good spam opportunity here for Smooya if he wants to go for it, but we'll miss the bomb plant's time. And as for Ghost, I don't know how comfortable they feel. They know they're going up against full nade sets. It's 2v2. They've got a reload, so they're giving away their position late.
Yeah. Where's the molly on Leah's going to go, though?
Look at that. Freak survives with 2 HP at HE.
Yeah.
And that's some peace of mind. They don't know if anybody's quite in front of that smoke, but...
yeah, why hasn't he thrown it? There we go.
Okay,
so... This is one of the worst times, too, but it's okay.
Yeah, they're pushing out now. They're really low on time at this point. Smooya, oh my god. Is that good enough? Does he have enough time to
he's got time.
Never mind,
he does. I feel like he had time.
Yeah, I feel like he had time, too.
He's been running
he
for
definitely
like
had time.
about 10 seconds.
Yeah, like 4 or 5.
This guy ran a marathon
He
just
ran like
now.
5, 6. He definitely had time.
He could have diffused, read a book, watched a movie.
Did he not realize he had a kit? Maybe he didn't have a kit to start off the round. Thought he didn't pick one up.
Yeah, I think he might have just picked one up.
No, he had one.
Yeah, like if he picked it off of someone's body, didn't register it. Like if he started out the round without a kit.
Okay, but his teammates got to be like kit, no kit, right?
You'd hope so, right? But I mean, that's the kind of thing that gets not necessarily lost in translation, but that's the kind of the stuff we need
a Reddit analysis. I want to see how much time he spent running, because it actually would have been super close. And there's situations where the music isn't actually accurate, like on the
You mean
to
inaccurate?
a couple of.
Do you have do you have that on?
I do not.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I would find that distracting.
I turn on.
Yeah, I don't like the dramatic music on.
I turn on the.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, oh shit, pressure.
I only turn on the 10-second very low. Just to be 100% sure. I feel confident because I played for so long, but just in case. That's a high-low setup that gets absolutely decimated. Rounds like that have gone much worse for the T's trying to entry up porch. A nade that lands close. Jacob will have no option but to respect this Molotov just because He's so low.
Oh, who gets his dual win? Still.
Yeah. He's not that careful in the angle. JKS will just try to save, I suppose.
Not really a whole lot else he could do. They still had like plenty of utility though. Like I guess he could have spent either to push his position forward or help Jacob get around a corner.
What were we just talking about before this?
Like the practice regiment, or like after that?
I don't know, man.
Just lost the
I'm
plot
getting old.
completely.
Yeah.
Some really good exit frags. It'd be Nate's pit. He can get another one.
Oh!
Oh!
Big brain.
Dude.
That's not shabby
Money.
at all.
That was money.
That's huge actually. Look at the money on Ghost.
If your last name was Savage, what would your in-game name be?
Savage. Savage.
So do you think like JKS missed out on a big opportunity there?
I feel like he did.
But
There
do
is
you
another
think he
Savage,
knew
but-
about the Chinese player Savage? Because I feel like it's like okay.
Maybe.
What's your stance on like
He probably did. But here's the thing.
Yeah,
Have
like
a
having
name
like 5 Nikos in the world.
yeah, like or having like a nickname not
Right.
when it's not even like I guess with Savage because its name is different. But
I
like,
think I would say, can I get more famous than him? That would be my first question. If I can do
Well,
that,
the
then I
second
would
question
choose a
is
name.
Too, if like, and it's the same thing actually with Twist. With Twist's name, it's actually a very it's a bad name in the sense of it's just a very common word, right? Even if you have the
Yeah.
C's at the end.
Yeah.
If I were to be like, oh, like I've heard about this like Twist from CS:GO. Let me Google him, and I search for Twist. Like, what's
Yeah.
gonna come up? It's the same thing for Savage, right? Of like, you can't really have Savage, but I'll argue the fact that the same thing with like a name like JKS. It's not something you necessarily remember. You know, like JKS. Let me Google this. Like just the syllables of
That's
JKS. Whereas like as a word like Savage or whatever, granted it's like common. It like rolls around the tongue a little bit more.
People only started saying Savage in terms of like popular slang a few years ago. So like it only became really popular to say like, damn, that guy's a savage. Like
oh yeah,
not that long ago. So could have been good. And that B take was pretty good too, actually. So they just been going quick, executing right away. They're not really wasting time. They're getting top banana for free on a couple of these rounds.
yeah. It's a fair few rounds where Renegades just don't have time to respond and they end up in a disadvantageous retake situation pretty much.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, new
So
guy
many
coming
questions about Inferno. Like, when you actually break down the amount of time the rotates are, like a lot of maps have long rotates. Like even Mirage CT spawn to B is like a long rotate.
Mhm.
But it just feels like it's so much more pronounced on Inferno.
I think it's because of how early you can find information that's like vital enough to actually, you know, deserve a rotation in that sense.
Makes sense.
So you don't necessarily have like if you're doing a set execute from Banana compared to a set execute on Mirage, right?
Wow. That was pristine.
Yeah. No, you're just like so much closer to the site, right? Like if you do a set execute on Banana towards B, right? You get in on the site like 2 seconds later. If you're doing a set A strat on Mirage, it's gonna take you a while to like get out of apps, get up pit, and actually like threaten the site.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So gives
Yeah.
it a little bit more leeway in that sense.
Also, someone like if somebody gets 2 kills on Banana right away, and then they can see spawn, you're just like, man, I can't even rotate at all.
Yeah, no,
I have,
that's
like,
that
half
much
a
like,
rotation.
well, that's round.
Yeah. Nice, some clean kills here as Ghosts just try to figure out what they can do. Smooya has had a pretty good map so far. He's been pretty clean on the shot. Wow, and just as I say that, does Wardell take any damage? No. Baits him into a shot that's just a bit too hard for him to hit.
Still a pretty significant advantage for Renegades.
Yeah,
Lias has a lot of nades still.
Okay, well they know there's one here, but there's also Azur, who's
Time the way out that smoke.
going to be a key component. Yeah, you wait this out?
Possibly. But the second it went down, I would have fled in the site because the guy's spending time messing with the smoke.
Door flash, things like it works out
Yeah,
well.
they just messes up.
Oh, they got another. They re-molly it. They push him into another part of the pit. They can actually trade that. But what?
The nade from
I didn't
JKS.
notice.
Oh,
and
holy
quad.
smokes!
I didn't know they had another molly.
I think they might have picked that up in quad side once they like stood forward. Anyway, Renegades get a 7th. That's much needed round now. It's been looking a little bit shaky on the side of Renegades.
Yeah, definitely both teams have had a really kind of up and down affair. Like both ways, all their maps. It's hard to say who's even a clear favorite. And sometimes you're just like, okay, we're thinking about winning the tournament, not even this match. So even if we win, but we don't play well, it's like kind of sucks because you think, all right, well, we're supposed to be way better than this. You know, we're supposed to win this map every time.
Well, they have a stand-in.
But they have a stand-in, yeah. So
can't be too hard on yourself.
That's true. That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, visa issues suck, straight up.
That's true. That'll never not suck. That'll always be a problem.
It's pretty weird too, for like people in Australia and like New Zealand to have like
I know,
visa issues.
right?
So it doesn't make any sense.
Countries are weird like that.
Yeah, but yeah, they've just got to be faster about it. I mean, you guys just use player visas, right? So.
I mean, sometimes it's not necessarily on the org or the teams or the players. It's sometimes just that kind of stuff takes extended period of time for, you know, the sake of bureaucracy.
It can,
it's just really, sometimes, like, the countries, or, like, depending on where you're from, like, the embassies or consulates there just take a goddamn lifetime to get through the paperwork.
You're rolling the dice. It's
yeah.
Yeah, every time. It's a good point. Yeah, it's a really big issue. It must be confusing and frustrating for the fans, but at least they get to see Smuya. Also fans
that's
up.
so unfortunate.
That's great from Liaz. Just jumps back up. They throw that nade down, maintain the crossfire mid, shut down both choke points.
Well, doesn't need the molly at all.
Actually, thought that was gonna fall apart.
Yeah, same with that molly being like.
Did Liaz throw a molly into a smoke?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't. Was it his own smoke he threw it into, or was it
well,
part of
he wanted
the
the
balcony?
Smoke.
Yeah. He was really smart because he actually strafed. He was like trying to throw it behind the smoke, but a little bit too close.
I thought he was gonna stay in front of the doorway.
Yeah.
Because he was smoked. So.
Oh, just kind of like block it.
Yeah,
in that
just
sense?
block the doorway.
Yeah.
It feels like all those positions are just strong, though. Do you have a preference? Do you think one's objectively better? If you're
I mean, if that guy like actually took his time and like
cleared everything.
Yeah, like I would have ran out like looking at balcony.
Right.
Because like the chances are like he actually might be blind up there.
Right.
Yeah, so that's your pathing, right? You run out, you look at balcony, then you look down, you jump into pit, you kill the guy who might be under balcony,
Yeah.
and then you clear.
I mean, when you're jumping out first, you're kind of just like expected to die. But at least
you're
try
I
to go
mean
for
the
one
guinea
for one.
pig.
Like
yeah.
like you're definitely gonna die, but try to have as much impact as possible.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
It's actually a stat we should have, like traded deaths.
We don't have that, like any of that. Like that's why, like even like.
Wait, traded deaths? That's
stuff.
your KAST? No.
No, that's just like overall impact.
So yeah, if you've survived, if you've killed, or had an assist per round.
Or I think it's the entries are not counted if the trade is fast enough. That's what it is. In the HLTV stats.
Oh really?
Wow, that's quite a stray. Oh my god, almost made it 2, or almost made it 3.
But I feel like you still don't have the entry getting like a score kind of like doing the work of like getting the shots towards him, like being that like bot, like the meat shield. Of getting the hits.
What the?
Because like stuff like that, like Twitch was saying, right? Maybe okay, this round is over.
Bomb is dropped.
Maybe we'll have a rear round here
Potentially, yeah.
with the bomb down there and
No smoke.
Neptune's been
That's a
bit
flashbang.
quiet. This could be a good chance for him. Gets a bit awkward on the fight. Sizable lead, like a decent lead. Small to decent.
Yeah,
It's not 8-7, but it's still like pretty.
It could have spiraled out of control, like once Ghost got on that second 3-round run or spree, if you like. I feel like that was the tipping point for them. If Renegades don't win that 4th round or the 4th go of it that Ghost has, then Ghost could very likely be looking at a 9-6 themselves.
Hard to say who's going to win.
I mean, I think with how the game is kind of stretched out now, I'm favoring Renegades. I'd have to say, even if Ghost were to win the pistol round here.
Can we talk about how important the pistol round is?
I mean, I think you're the perfect man to do that. No, okay, actually, yeah. How much do you to us like, or like, I guess your team value pistol rounds in that sense? Like, obviously they're important, but do you ever feel like it's the end of the world of not winning a pistol? Like,
unless it's like 13-2 or something.
Yeah, you're
and
not
you lose pistol.
too bothered.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I feel like everyone thinks the same way. Like, if you go back and you look at the game you lost, sure, you go like, oh, we lost both pistols. Like, that sucks. We lost because, like, it's like oh, we lost because of that.
It's actually not that big of a deal.
Exactly, that's
like,
what I mean.
people
Like, because of the
overreact to
way
that.
the game is, like, played out at the moment.
And now pistols are only worth 2 rounds, so
Yeah, of course
we have
it's like
nothing to talk about on the first round of every half.
Yeah.
For this like not to win the pistol round, because obviously it does benefit the other team like a lot more. But like it doesn't help if you win the pistol and then you get fucking Yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah.
even
Yeah.
worse. It's
Yeah,
even
right.
worse.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
even
because you
worse.
got all hyped up, you got comfortable. You know what I mean? You got your beer
because
cozy.
you always
you're ready to
you
go.
still have the mindset, especially like for ancient people like ourselves. You assume you win pistol, it's two more free rounds.
2 free rounds. Yeah.
3-0. You know what I mean? It's a guarantee. That's not the case anymore.
You know, it's funny.
Those
you
rounds are like the hardest rounds.
They
playing
are
in the
because
game.
people just literally just rush, and you're like, well, what the f is going on?
I mean, sometimes. Well, when you guys played, wasn't it Vitality on Nuke? Their
Yeah.
second round on T side after one pistol was straight up just like an inner rush without any map control, any nades or anything. It's just like,
that's a strong pistol here from Ghost. That's crazy. A great flash from Kusta. He's going to be bragging about that one.
all right, good molly to separate them at least.
Yeah, there might be a chance they have to jump up, get caught in the sky. No hero play from Azur, and yeah, Ghosts are back. Ghosts are back at it like
they're back.
asthmatics.
They just won the pistol. It was so important. So now they're back.
You see how hard our job is?
yeah, dude, it's great.
Unbelievable.
It's fantastic. Because now, obviously, I have Ghost to win this whole series. You know, it's a given.
They're taking this best of 2. This best of 2 in one map.
Oh, that's okay.
Easy.
Look at that. This nice little flash. Didn't really work
Top
out.
Yeah, it didn't really work at all, did it?
yeah, he didn't blind anyone.
Yeah.
Wait, the flash
one
and the
player
alternate.
blind.
That's what I meant though with the whole thing of like that flash probably worked 3 events ago, but no one has like looked
No,
into
the
how
only
it works
reason
or
it
not.
didn't work was because like the other people were looking away from the other flash.
Oh,
Their
yeah,
own
Kusa's flash.
They were
Yeah,
looking away
yeah.
from Kusa's flash.
For Kusa's flash, that's great.
Sometimes you ever flash past somebody for that reason?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because, like, you know, people play anti-flash.
That is actually the worst feeling if you're playing a position that's often flashed off and somebody you're playing against throws a bad flash that goes past you into your
And
view.
you look away into it.
Yeah, exactly. You're just like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
And you're even more tilted because you know that it was a shit
Oh,
flash.
Steve.
Oh.
Oh, that's the FAMAS.
No. That's not the
His
FAMAS. He
endorphins
just
started-
like crouched and
All-
then just like
all the
sprayed like
synapses started
everywhere.
firing off. He's
If
like,
that was
I'm
an
about to
MP9,
get
that's 2
the
kills.
meatiest frag highlight ever.
He was thinking about the HLTV highlights.
He's like, why do I have a FAMAS right now? This would be beautiful. I had an M4, and then this got destroyed.
Whenever rounds like that happen, though, that's the excuse you give, though.
Yeah.
If only I had the other
God.
weapon.
Thank God we lost both pistols. I feel terrible about this map.
All right, fair enough. You don't have to buy this shit weapon. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, free coming to retake with a Mag 7. That's rough.
Oh wait, they actually might.
I
This
have
freak's
full
coming
faith.
through library, right?
Full faith.
Uh-oh.
Is he actually coming through library?
so-
If
Yeah.
he is. That's
They're
rough.
so stacked. Yeah,
Yeah,
oh
this
my
is
God.
kind of bad for him.
What is going
Never
on?
mind. Good
That's
flashes,
a great
good
flash.
flashes.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Well,
All right,
okay.
made it work.
Alright.
Okay.
That's a wrap.
Today we learned.
Just because Renegades was so scared, they
Ghost-
just like didn't move out of sight or do anything.
Mm.
Yeah. Ghoster back.
That's such a painful feeling, like when you've planted the bomb, but you have so little control or so little information of what's going on around you that you don't dare to leave. Just get boxed in.
Yeah.
Or you trap yourself, even though you had like all the time in the world.
Do you ever look down at grounds to dodge flashes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you try to do that? Because obviously, like, that's more foolproof for dodging more flashes.
Pretty much. If you look at the ground, like, there's no way you should get blind unless it lands at your feet.
At your feet, yeah.
Someone really throws a shitty
Yeah,
flash.
someone really fucks up.
Unless you're playing against some real morons, you know what I'm saying?
You're bowling ball in the sight.
You
flash
just
bang.
never know what's gonna happen.
You'll never get this guy as this moron blinded me on banana. Couldn't believe the dumbass flash he threw. I was blind for 4.5 seconds.
No, but you're right.
straight.
You could argue the fact of like why don't people just look down on the ground? But it's such a weird movement.
It's weird,
not-
yeah.
It's something you do all the time.
No, especially depending on how you hold your mouse.
Yeah.
So where
Go through
How's
the
your
sight.
sense
Pulling
twist?
down is
it
strange.
high?
No, it's pretty low.
It's pretty low.
It's
It's
really
like
low.
that movement
Like
is like
1.4?
yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
With 400.
1.4.
800 DPI?
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the
okay,
that's the old
super.
Nico sense, right?
Yeah.
Is that why you picked
As
it
far
up?
as I know, that's my sense.
Oh, okay. All right. I like the
that.
confidence.
Yeah, that's like,
Fuck
dude,
yeah.
I had that same confidence. Someone came by strat, I was like, yo, that's called Zero Sense. I was like, excuse me. Does he watch my stream or something? Like,
All right then. All right.
credit where credit's due. This kid hadn't won a major until 2 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. I said, where was he when I was in the?
I was casting
when
him
you
in
were-
MDL. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. I
Take
get
credit for
that.
the major.
Took this kid out of his
Technically, you took
diapers.
your son's.
Very slow round
Good old
here.
Yeah, they're
Eagles,
just
yeah.
slow-looking picks.
It's just you don't want to hold W with a deagle.
No, it's honestly the worst.
Yeah.
But I also don't like rounds like these. I don't like the full deagle rounds.
No, it's so
Oh,
expensive
that's
for
a
what.
dink.
Yeah, for a dink.
Like
for like
17
damage.
HP dink. with a deagle.
Yeah, it did.
Oh,
Okay.
well, those are real dinks.
All right, now it's getting scary.
And that's what happens when you don't have a player
Oh,
pit.
my
That's what happens
God.
when I say something.
We don't have a player pit?
Yeah, when you
Dude,
don't have a player
I hate...
pit.
Dude, pit is so overpowered. Why isn't it just used like... Oh, my God.
Freak is retaking it
I don't know,
again.
he has 2 flashes and he's not using any of them.
Dude, this is like Zeus when he was on Liquid. It's just Mag 7 every round.
Didn't he do ZZs?
Mag 7 and CZ.
Yeah, oh my God. It's working.
He's gonna win.
Do it. Oh my God, that would have been funny.
Listen, I say the Deagles suck and they win the round. I still agree that the Deagles suck.
Ghost
They
would have
should-
won for sure
yeah, I
if
agree,
they had
like-
one pit.
Yeah.
That's not great. Like,
Okay, so when do you not want to have one pit if you know it's A? Is there ever a reason?
Maybe when you have SMGs or like pistols.
Okay.
Like if the guy does CZ and pit, like he's not gonna be able to help his teammates
Okay.
really, especially if he's Pope.
So
like,
full buy, try to have one pit as much as possible.
Oh,
At least
yeah,
one
for
pit,
sure.
one balcony.
Do you
Dude,
cha-
I just don't understand why you wouldn't. I feel like that's the
Dude,
hard part
yeah.
about A
It's
site.
so
Like, it's so
difficult, man.
overpowered.
But do you ever change it up depending on, let's say you're playing a 3v3 or a 4v4? Like, does it change if you go down in numbers pretty much, or do you always want to have
pit
people
should always
pit?
be
Yeah,
there.
no, I
You should
yeah, I
always
feel that
have
way.
Even
but-
if you're 3, pit.
yeah,
Unless
no,
I
it just
know-
feels like a
unless I like showed myself in pit early in the round, then I might move.
Yeah.
Like based on like position, like what I think the other team thinks. But other than that, I'm probably just gonna stay and be the anchor.
It's so strong. And even if everyone dies, if you're alone in pit, you never have to like worry about your back or anything. You can just
yeah.
And that's like rap.
play
No,
with.
right.
Yeah, but even if they wrap, right? Like you still have so many places to go in pit. Like you.
I think the only big
only
worry is
problem-
like nades, right? Like
Yeah.
Molotovs.
The
and stuff.
second
You
the
have to
person
use
gets in
nades, though.
graveyard, kinda, it's like
you're
Iffy.
you have to isolate one person. And luckily, when you're in pit, it's easy to isolate all these like players. Like if the
Yeah.
guy's on balcony or he drop mini or if he's like default on site, it's really easy.
Yeah. Actually, graveyard's a position that we don't see used all that often.
Have you
It
ever
got
tested?
worse
Ever
from the new
tested your
Inferno.
like your reaction time on like one of those websites, like Human Benchmark or whatever?
Oh,
Just
the
like
lowest
the,
I got was
the
like
web browser
160.
ones? 160
160
average.
average?
Yeah.
That's crazy good.
That's really good.
What is the actual average of
I
a
think the
human?
average
Average
is
is like 230.
yeah,
right,
230. Yeah.
I'm not convinced that most pro players have like above average reaction time. I think it's like maybe slightly, but also
I do
when you're
agree.
playing,
It's different when you're playing.
yeah, when you're
Like,
playing, it's
trying
different.
to
Yeah.
click heads.
Because you also know that it's coming. Like that, this like from going from red to green. You know it's coming.
Oh, okay.
Kusta. There you go.
Damn, the acrobatics. Man, the MP5 doesn't get enough love.
I hate when I get jumping SMG'd. It's the most annoying thing, especially when the player knows I
Talk
don't have
that
armor,
shit.
so they jump.
Oh yeah, just
Yeah.
because.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just because I don't have armor. And I'm
Yeah,
like, man.
that's Stewie. It's good. It's good you
I
have
mean,
him on
that's
your
me
team.
too. I do it as well, and I just feel bad for every person I kill
Right.
doing that.
Yeah.
I was like, it has to happen. I'm sorry.
It's just, I apologize, but
Hey, he's not a
Gotta
hypocrite.
do what I gotta do.
You're just playing the game.
It's the way it is now.
Look at that, melted from the sky.
Like I've been buying the Nova a lot. That's also pretty
That
fun.
thing is Jumanji, bro. that fucking weapon, dude,
freaking
is
Jumanji.
unbelievable.
All right, fair enough.
I don't know how else to describe that. gun,
No,
dude.
I agree. That actually it makes perfect sense. Maybe
That's
the
it.
sawed off could have had more of a conversation about Jumanji, but I do like that.
JW and drop. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Yeah.
Or
no.
down vent.
But yeah,
Yeah.
you can be in the air. You can be far away. It's so accurate from so far away.
Yeah, I've one-shot people from like secret to like the back hall and like nuke.
Dude, that-
like literally his headshot.
It upsets me, honestly. It,
It should.
really does. And obviously, it feels great when you are the one that gets that kill.
Exactly.
Oh, it's
pretty
fantastic.
satisfying.
Absolutely, because you know how tilt that person is.
When it happens to me, I'm just like, what kind of laughing about it?
Yeah, because it's stupid.
It's just like a shotgun.
Yeah, it's literally stupid. Like it's not supposed to go more than half that distance.
It's like
Just
12
a-
gauge slugs.
Pretty 50-50.
my.
Wow. And now it's maybe
It's a great
60-40.
shot.
They've got Collins control. They've got a smoke for banana. So his
And
T
they're
starts to
gonna
move
double
up.
peek CT.
Yeah. Wow, how's this
Yeah,
gonna
dude,
go?
seriously.
Nobody
And
gonna-
they're hesitating.
Well, there's one bait there. One bait ends up working out.
Oh
okay.
my
Oh!
Holy
And
shit!
That's why
That was
you
crazy.
get him to sub for your team.
That's no gratisfaction highlight. I'll tell you that much.
Fuck you know.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's
That
a
was sick.
contract.
That was sick.
By the way, did the
That's a contract.
that's a contract.
Damn, brother.
Did the last player have full HP? By the way, 'Cause he
He
didn't have head armor.
He didn't have
yeah,
head
He
yeah.
had
armor,
full
yeah.
HP.
Yeah,
so
do you-
one-shotted.
So if he
Yeah.
had the head armor, that would
You won the round.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Would that be?
Do you think that he like you know how there was two about to peak? Do you think he was like, all right, 1, 2, 3 peak, and then he didn't?
Maybe, but it looks like they both just hesitated.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there shouldn't be a
Positioning
language
wise.
barrier.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't understand Bogan.
Yeah. Maybe a language barrier. UK to Australian.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
this might happen. Oh man.
Wow. Hey,
I wish I
whatever it
remembered.
takes.
And then the instant tilt timeout.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about this, guys.
Gotta ice the kicker.
Yeah,
Probably like,
Man.
Mordell, why do you need my head armor? It's crazy.
that's very upsetting, honestly.
To be fair, he couldn't afford it, but he couldn't have afforded an op if he
Okay.
had head armor.
Oh, did not know
It's,
that.
yeah, maybe on the first two kids I got PT50 so easily.
That guy back.
Someone's
got
gotta trade
deleted.
that. One dude from Collins.
It was
Yeah.
literally like it was supposed to be together, but it's 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy sick by Smooya, though.
Oh yeah, that was nice. Yeah, we don't want to be that one guy at the bottom of the Reddit thread like, yeah, but actually.
Ghost just handed it to him.
That did not
Discredited.
you PT50 from this angle.
You got to do more Reddit imitations.
This is great.
Come on.
You know the funny thing is, the voice always is the same too. It's like this, like pitchy, like, come on, guys, what the fuck? It's like always the same goddamn thing.
Could have been a South Park character. like-
Yeah. You say that it's the same thing you ask Josh Steele when it comes to
Meatloaf!
Yeah.
Oh, actually, here's a bit of an update from Mr. Birchall himself.
Okay. Mr. Chad.
Yeah, because when we're talking about nicknames, right? Why JKS went with it. Apparently, he has an older brother who used his initials as well, DBS. So JKS literally just fanboying off of his
Oh.
older
Oh,
brother.
interesting.
So his brother's at fault. He had the option
Yeah,
to go
yeah,
for
he could have gone.
Savage.
Yeah.
Bad role
exactly. All right.
Yeah, so we can excuse Justin from that, but
And I'm guessing that his brother never really made it either. So it like.
Yeah,
what, you
yeah.
haven't heard of the legendary Counter-Strike player DBS?
The unknown Australian prodigy that hasn't played a game yet.
He's never got a shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
he'll
what
get
it
that.
was. He just
Yeah.
didn't get the opportunity. He had everything
Savage
he
stole it
needed.
from him.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's right.
Just pushed him in front of a bus, took his spot on the team.
Jesus.
It's competitive, man.
We're in Game of Thrones territory all over again. I'm loving this. Okay.
No spoilers, though.
No
No
evidence.
spoilers, yeah.
What?
When can we spoil? I feel like there's like
Oh,
Whoa.
I mean, I haven't watched one Game of Thrones episode.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
but then
Like,
I
those,
feel
those
like
shots
We
were
just put them all to sleep.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to have like a window when you can start spoiling games. So, for example, the Captain America, Jesus.
Avengers
the
thing,
Avengers,
yeah.
right? They had like a date of like, okay.
Okay,
now
I
we
saw
can
a good
start
argument
talking about
for I saw a good argument for why it's less bad to spoil live TV because it's harder to watch movies. Sometimes they can be sold out for weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The TV's like at a certain point, it's like, well, you could have
It's a
just
set day.
you could have watched it
Yeah.
at some point. Yeah, everyone
Right.
has an hour, or whatever it is. Yeah.
I actually had to delete a tweet about Endgame because Smoothie posted a spoiler under my tweet.
Under
No
your tweet,
way.
hey man, props to you. You actually,
Yeah,
you
that's
had to
fair.
take, you had to
That's
take an
fair,
L right
man.
there.
That's fair. That's a dick.
It was like the
by
hugest
Smooya.
spoiler too, and I was
Oh, are you
like,
serious?
uh,
Wait, was it? And you were gonna go watch it, or you had?
No,
to?
I already saw the movie. I was just saying like my
Oh, damn,
opinions about the
okay.
movie.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, you know that 3K sucked.
Yeah.
Let me just talk.
Yeah.
Discredited.
What did you guys think of without spoilers?
I didn't
What
watch.
did, oh, you haven't watched it yet. Have
Oh,
you not seen the whole?
I haven't watched. No, I haven't watched any of the saga or anything.
Wow.
I straight up just don't watch it because I know it's going to be on like the in-flight entertainment system at some point. So then
Yeah,
I have
but
some hours to
no.
kill.
Are you gonna watch it on
You
a
wait
tiny
that
screen?
long?
No,
There's
you
no
don't.
way
That
you wait
doesn't
that
do
long.
justice, man.
Listen,
on
I-
this
No,
screen.
do it. It's an action movie. It like you don't watch those movies for the fucking
on
Oscar
this
script.
screen.
No, you watch it for like the
no sound.
cinematics and the effects and stuff. I can get that.
I,
It's-
no, I,
pretty crazy.
I don't know.
It's,
I'm not into those kind of movies anyway. So it's like to me, it's just like a way to kill time.
I saw that movie at 9 a.m. in the theater because I didn't want to get spoiled.
Oh,
that's
damn,
fair enough.
that's
I respect
dedication.
That. Yeah,
Nice.
I respect that though. Especially you probably spend a lot of time on social media and shit. Like you're bound to get spoiled. You know.
Yeah, the second I open HL TV, it's like, well, it's ruined forever.
Listen, that's why we don't open HL TV. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
a lot of
man.
reasons.
That
'cause,
forum is something of itself.
The 4, exactly. Shout out to everything else that HLTV does. Fucking incredible work. Let's remove the forum.
Let's get the forum in game. No, let's just
On-
skip.
on the
let's cut out the
forum in
middle
game,
game. Yeah,
on the
open up the
desktop
main
version-
menu. I
on
want
the
to see the
desktop
opinions
version.
of all the top Reddit users.
Yeah.
Actually,
or
how about-
HLTV users in the world?
I was gonna say, how about this? It's about to be 1-on-1, but obviously not.
Yeah,
on
no,
the
this-
desktop version of HLTV, remove the goddamn forum on the right side. Like, why the fuck do you still need it there? You know what I mean? Like, give me the scores, give me the articles.
Well, see,
Yeah.
this is where you can tell that you're getting old.
No, I
'Cause-
mean,
no,
I had the
because-
same
no, 'cause, like, the-
argument 10 years ago, man.
Yeah, no, but you've always been an old soul in that sense, right? So,
it's fair enough,
but
man.
I get it. Like I get it. Like I've been that way since I was 16. Like,
I'm
it's a-
just
I don't see like the enjoyment in it, but I'm not gonna take it away from others in that sense.
No, but I mean, they can still have the forum, just don't have it on the front page. Like,
how are people gonna find it?
No, but what I mean is like HLTV is literally the hub of Counter-Strike, right?
Exactly.
Like, it's the one. Even it's in game now, right? HLTV is in game with scheduling.
Yep.
If I am a 50-year-old parent, whatever, I'm not going to go into HLTV thinking I want to see scores, and on the right side I see, Smooya has
Some
a
great
big
opinions
penis.
on-
Fucking fantastic. You know what I mean? Like, it's obviously very unprofessional.
Imagine the forums are in game and like some newcomer just opens CS for the first time. They see
Right?
like hottest pros.
That's what I mean.
yeah.
That's what I
Oh my
mean.
God, yeah, they're
Remove
great.
the forum. You can keep it, just don't have it on the front page.
Oh man.
Peacemaker's Tinder gets leaked.
Freaking hell, man.
Oh God.
I mean, why wouldn't you want to see that?
I'm not saying I don't. I'm just saying it doesn't have to be on the front page.
It's not for everyone.
This is an insane execute, by the way.
Oh! Okay, I freaked
Oh,
out.
no.
That's a,
Jump
that's
up,
a good
jump up.
spray. Yeah, he can get out of there.
There we go.
Oh, just in
Oh.
time. He's good. And he gets up
Whoa,
top.
whoa!
Oh!
Oh!
Okay, body shot. He was back
So
with a
close.
vengeance, but that threat was quelled. There's more UMPs to get kills. There's
you
4
see him?
CT still left. He's
There
doing
we go.
good. Yeah, so Wardell's out of the round. Smooya, does he know there's one shot in? Ooh, wow.
Is he doing
That's
it
fine.
again?
That's pretty good. Yeah, he's feeling it now. They've got pick control. They can really kind of wait a little bit. Not that they need to. They've got the smoke down at Moto.
Do you think they check Freak's position?
Acoustic just needs
It
to
doesn't
distract a
cost
bit
them
more.
anything. It doesn't cost you anything to clear this. When you go up against the default box, you're not exposed. You have to clear this. And
That's
okay,
efficient.
dude. When we're casting, like teams executing on the A site, like when they don't clear that, it just blows me away.
It's
because
upsetting because you don't even have to
there's
boost to get there.
there's some angles that it costs you something to clear it because you move into a position and you have
You're
to
exposed.
like you're exposed. But in that position, it's a default box that you have beside you. So the only thing is graveyard behind you. So you should clear that.
Well,
Like, you
that,
should clear
that
first.
lane player was like really wary of like behind Haycart though. Like you saw how he was going
Yeah.
up. He was worried about someone being like under porch or something. So
Yeah.
I don't blame him. But yeah, he
I'm
should
curious
have
as well. Like, how does the angle work if you? Because again, like if you want to use the default boxes as cover
Yeah.
from library or arch, there's like a little sidewalk. Do you get the full angle?
can get it, yeah,
If you
you're
like
safe.
swing in
Yeah,
without
if you
jumping
s-
up.
If you swing fully, yeah, you can.
Yeah,
You can
Okay.
see
yeah,
all
you're
that
safe,
entire
you're safe.
box.
Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah.
there's like a clip. There's like a clip on like the left side of the stairs that you can actually run up on. It's a really good entry path.
Okay.
It throws people off.
There we go. So Renegades with a pretty decent lead. They're in the C side, but they're so good on these eco rounds. Honestly, we're seeing a full nade set here coming in. Good counter nades. They're coming in time. Kustas, sun's out, guns out. He's got the Yogg ready to spray. And Freak Zoid, can he
This is a really good
pick up
beholder
the
right now.
pieces? Yeah, they're doing a great job. There's still 2 Ts who are very
Freak's so
healthy
low,
right
though.
now. And Freak is last known here. Oh, he misses the spray a little bit, but had a lot of time to get that ultimately. JKS finally gets finished off, but that gives some information to Azur here. 50 seconds up. He has an opportunity to plant. They're going to have to decide if they want to respect it. He's not going to be able to refresh that smoke. What did he pick up? A Zeus?
Zeus, yeah.
Okay. Well, at least he got something.
Oh, that's a flash.
Both players blind. That's awkward for him. Oh, man.
Almost.
Man. Was there a chance for him to win that?
He shouldn't have scoped in. If he didn't scope in, kind of slowed down his movement a bit, could have maybe
Mm.
killed the banana player a bit faster and transferred.
Yeah. Would you just have been, like, you see that you miss that opportunity, you're just flicking back and forth kind of just...
The second I saw the player crouch, I probably
Yeah.
would have tried to make it back to emo. I'm not sure if it got mollied or not. I don't think it did,
No.
but I would have tried back in.
Either emo or quad, whatever's not molly.
Yeah.
Get away. Yeah, so that's a close one though. I mean, it's an eco. They do a pretty good job of getting in the site. It's a decent behold though. It can get crazy. All those flashes coming over.
Yeah.
I also want to say with Nip, I think you guys are the first team that did like the really good running flash executes. Where Freiburg would talk about running in with his head down, and he would talk
Yeah.
about being half blind for executes.
Yep.
Right now, this is pretty good. Oh, wow. They're really in there.
Is he running past?
The
Yes,
smoke's
yeah.
a little
past.
off. Yeah, he gets
Pass.
past the CT. He sees another one coming. Oh, just enough bullets to get the op. It's a Dragon Lore, no less. It's Smooya, who's been so hot.
Oh, he's not getting
and
quick steal.
CT just creeping up on him. That's an instant execution. Wow, they steal that back quick.
Mid control lost,
Where
though.
his
Why aren't
teammates
they
just
reacting?
stopped. Yeah,
Yeah.
like they didn't act on that information at all. I guess he maybe told them to stop
Language
potentially.
barrier.
And Neptune, it's known where he is, but he hasn't had to shoot at all. So they'll at least get a plant off of it. That's something. It's kind of awkward from here. A couple of good 1Ds. I personally love this angle, but it comes
4
down to
HP.
spam.
Oh, Neptune.
Oh, That was potentially a chance.
Do we see
Head
again?
gets snapped off. Liaz's in a headshot position.
No way.
They don't have nades to push him out of it. He
They got
will
smoked
have
still.
a tough round
Yeah, it's
to win. They're
impossible.
just sticking it on the 5-second defuse, and that's all it's going to be.
It's really
we tried to make
unfortunate.
it exciting.
It's really unfortunate not to see Renegades react there and go playing. Because
Yeah.
they saw Steel die, and he's one of those players there.
I can only
Yeah.
imagine that if
We're
as
still
a
gonna kill him.
teammate, you're like, all right, let's go. But then if you're Smooya, maybe you're like, wait, chill, guys. Maybe
Yeah,
he
it's like
said
if I get the
something.
rotation, you rotate back to banana type
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah, but they like chilled even past his death.
Yeah.
So
Right,
I don't
okay.
know if they just weren't paying attention, but they could have definitely won the round there. But probably like 3 or 4 players alive still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Steel distracted while he's flanking. If they had like taken it, I mean, even if they had made noise, then maybe Steel doesn't feel so comfortable walking into the CT, or if they had run up behind him.
Yeah.
A number of things.
Yeah. Well, Renegades are going to talk things through at least for the time being. A little timeout. And I'm assuming the rest of them are going to buy up eventually.
It's another pretty good match.
Yeah,
The Dust 2
it's
was
close.
fire at the end.
2 goal series.
Pretty high kills for like 3 players. Like Smooya just hit 20. It's 24, 22 on Jacob and JKS. So just
Yeah.
like a lot of kills every round. A lot of elimination rounds here for the T's. Smoke, is it off? No, it's just good enough.
It's just a bit late.
Yeah. And is he going to peek off that? It's
Oh,
2
surely he
flashes.
goes in for he goes in for
Big
Big
green.
Chris
on
Cross.
it.
He's waiting for one. Yep. Oh, he can hold position now. They're continuing with the flashes. That's pretty good play by the T's.
It's both mollies used on CD side.
It's been pretty cost effective so
Uh,
far.
What the-
Oh, it's
Oh, okay. I think we
Unaware
got
for a
we got
second?
our answer though.
about what?
If like because we were thinking about with the update, right? Like changed molly smokes, like how there are the server side, right? I think that was just a case of like we could clearly see him. I think for Wardell, he's got that I guess smoke cloud from
Oh my
from molly.
Oh
my God,
the fuck was that? Holy shit. Damn, what a... It wasn't even a flash. Was there a flash? Did he flash?
No,
and
that
then
was
run?
just like pure game
running,
sense.
yeah.
To know that they're going to be popping through the mid smoke off that boiler frag, that's
Damn.
huge.
3 all holding W, UMP.
Man, that's
Damn.
big
What's
impact.
it? Okay, we need an SMG tier list right now, Twist.
I mean, I prioritize the ump.
Okay,
Not just because
Is
of
it
that
armor-
highlight, but like I buy the ump a lot myself.
Is that because the armor pen?
$1,200. It's
No,
cheap.
it just feels better to use.
It's so cheap too.
Because it has
Yeah.
the highest armor pen out of all the SMGs. I
Really?
think, right?
Is
Yeah.
it still?
I didn't even know
Yeah.
that statistic.
Well, was
Wow.
that nerfed to
They
someone
nerfed
else?
it, yeah. They nerfed
No,
it
but
at
I still,
range, but I don't
still
know if they
think
nerfed that.
the armor pen is
The
still
armor pen is still
highest
highest,
of the
yeah.
Okay, that's
UMP.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's got high armor pen, and it's cheap. It's like 1,200.
Yeah,
right?
it's 1200.
So the MP7 is dope, but it's expensive.
I personally like the MP5. I mean, it's like
MP5's
apparently
right
a
in
bit
the
worse
middle.
than the MP7.
Yeah.
But I just like it because I mean, like,
It feels good
It feels
to shoot
good
with.
to use.
Yeah. I think that's like an undervalued thing as well.
Just
I
how
mean,
it
a lot of
feels.
people love to look at the spreadsheets, think of the numbers only, but it's like if you can't get comfortable with using a weapon for whatever reason, right? Like obviously it could, work itself out with months of practice.
Yeah.
But if you don't feel comfortable, it doesn't matter if it like on paper it's way better.
Yeah.
If you actually can't connect bullets with it, right? Like,
Yeah.
So then you just go with what you actually know you can be efficient with.
That's why a lot of people still use the A1S.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about angles. Sometimes angles, I'm like, I think this fight sucks, and someone's like, I like that fight. It's like, well, yeah, you just like the angle more, and I don't like the angle. Like,
Yeah.
it feels like no matter how I play it, just like never works for me.
Yeah.
It's just preference.
I feel that way about some angles.
Yeah.
I feel that about the entirety of Cash. Like I can't find
See, I
an
love-
angle I like.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
I just like I feel lost. I feel like if anyone shows themselves at any angle, it's like I'm at a disadvantage. It's just,
Oh,
it's just
okay. So
rough.
you're at that level, huh? You
Well,
basically
on Cash, yeah. It's just like
Alright.
I can't be anywhere.
So, okay, well, so basically just a forfeit loss there, then.
Yeah, no,
Zero
more or
threat.
less.
That's a perm-
That's my insta
It's
veto
a
whenever I
vendetta
play.
veto.
Yeah, I haven't played Cash in about 6-7 months or something.
I actually think one of the people that does this really good is actually Stewie, that does a lot of off angles, like not the common spots, so like takes a really like open area that you would not probably be expecting people. Who else would be good at that, like the off angle kind of peaks?
Off angle peaks. All right, like standing in a weird place.
Like standing in a weird place in the sense.
Fallen is like so good.
Like,
off
okay.
I was about to say like intentionally or just by accident because
No,
they're bad at positioning.
No, intentionally,
Yeah.
right? Because they know that they come an
Does
angle.
that do damage? Wow. Okay. That's still okay. And his teammate just comes through, but all right. It's another.
Renegades are-
Whoa! It's a situation with a plant and an op.
Yeah,
It's
like
a big deal.
For some reason, Renegades are constantly getting into the B bomb site when they're on eco, but when they've tried
Damn
like full
guns.
executes with guns, they just get mauled down.
They're like trying too hard.
Yeah.
Yo, this is huge though. I mean,
This
an
is
op,
interesting
like
snake.
that's not easy to get back into. They've got the best spots. It's also full
Smoke
nade
too.
sets.
Oh, that's
The
just
smoke
Okay.
front sight.
Yeah, they smoke.
So he can move up spawn because I know he has the.
That's interesting.
That's smart.
What's the response? He goes wide.
It's a
He's
really
look
good
for a shot.
Going. Maybe it's one way.
Oh, JKS. He spawns that. Oh, okay.
Damn, that's a sick
That's
retake.
a really good retake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Like
Great
that.
call out there as well, Twist, with the smoke because of the op.
That's big. So they
See,
know
this is why,
it's sick to have
dude,
players.
it's like small things like that. You would never like consider that, right? Because that's something that they talked about too, right? That like, it's not
That's
just
a
on
protocol
purpose.
that they've done over. Obviously, they found that smoke specifically for
Yeah,
that.
exactly. And like people don't really realize that it's just not all about the communication. Like people go through like retakes and stuff too of like how they want to like manage these positions.
Yeah. Like the weirdest scenarios that you don't really think about, they've thought about.
Yeah,
and that's why they're so damn good.
Because it also happens, like you would think, like, yeah, and, like let's say also when we have practice, right? Like some person does something stupid, you talk about it, right?
Yeah, like
For
what
when
the
it
fuck
happens
were you
again.
thinking here, buddy?
I'm like, you are such an idiot.
Like honestly, are you good at anything?
Sounds like Twitch shit, dude.
No, we're literally like playing Twitch chat at the moment. Just sheer negativity.
Oh, that's the best opening they've had towards the B with guns in a while.
Like Twitch shit hates me now.
It's alright. They hate everyone.
Yeah, just,
No,
Listen,
you're-
I'll be the
you're
first
good,
to say,
dude.
screw him. I was gonna say the F word.
No, they
I'm
love
not
you,
even
dude.
to.
The more time you spend on the couch too, the more they're just like they get to know you. Like that's great. Or more players should do
And
that.
yeah, I agree. A lot of
Yeah.
the times it comes down to like even personality stuff. People just don't know. Like at the end of the day, we're all like fucking
Dude, people
you
think
know?
also when you're like people think when you don't talk, you're like you think you're sick shit and you're not gonna like talk to people, so they think you're super cool. And inside you're just like a regular dude, like you want to have fun. You're like trying your hardest every day. And then get on your couch and you hear you talking like, wow, he is like just like
He's
me.
a regular dude.
Like,
Yeah.
holy
No,
shit.
that
Yeah.
people don't understand. Like literally, Twist is literally just a regular dude that likes to play
Who's
Counter-Strike.
nuts at Counter-Strike,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like that's it, dude. Like
I was
fucking
actually
nothing to
just
it.
about to leave, and then I was like, I want to be on the couch.
No,
I want to
well,
chill.
Oh, nice.
see, look at that, man. Like
All right,
we
okay.
appreciate that.
Neptune. That's
what did
he's been doing a good job of staying alive.
Yeah,
in
he's
hits.
really buying a lot of time
So,
right now.
yeah, here he's doing
Wow.
that again. Wow, that's an important shot from Wardell. Critical moment in the game. Ghost can get themselves match point if they win this. It's 3-on-3 and
Did they
Neptune.
forget
Oh my
about him?
god, he's only got 20 health. He gets a kill, and he just dropped the smoke. He made his presence known. He's also moved back to his very comfortable position in the back of pit. Jacob's got a whole carpet of fire to run through. Smooya will have to go massive. An absolute all-star with the P250, but not with the op here with too many people up. I'm spitting everywhere again. The bomb defuse is in. And Ghost get match point. That's huge.
the retakes from Ghost right now, super solid with like how they use their utility, even in pressured situations.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised,
I
like,
can't believe Neptune got a kill.
but
Stayed alive that long.
so like they pressure pit, right, and it gets smoked off. Smooth even fires a shot that connects with Neptune through the wall.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, nobody pays attention to pit.
Yeah, that's a
maybe
huge,
they all just thought it was like
I was
that
just-
someone else's job.
That's a huge
God
communication
damn.
problem.
Here, thank you so much, Striker from HLTV.org,
Okay.
of these beautiful tweets that I am now getting from HLTV forums. Absolutely fantastic. All right, I just love it.
As
Oh
we
my
shall
God.
receive.
Yeah, absolutely
no.
great.
Oh my god.
I just want to look at the scores,
you know what?
man.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming. We'll do a whole segment. It'll be great.
Thanks, Milan.
Okay, this could be the last round of the game. They got the 5v4 already.
Oh,
Wardell's
the
here
burn.
creeping in. Oh my god, a Molotov kill. You hate to see it, but not if you're a Ghost fan. Wardell, he'll also be offered up
Yeah,
another
Liaz
one,
gets over.
and this is it. It's looking grim. It's Liaz all alone in the 1v4 situation, creeping up on lane. They're flashing him, and they're killing him. That's it. The
Damn.
AUG to finish things off, and Renegades go 1 for 1.
Woo.
I feel like
Boy,
Ghost-
Renegades go
Wait, what do you
0
mean?
and 2.
0 and 2, man. Are
Just
you been
kidding,
sleeping the
guys.
whole game?
Just kidding.
Pass the test.
Ghost
Congratulations.
is now 2 and
You've
6.
earned another day on the couch.
Renegades 1 and 5.